Hi, I'm Rebecca from Little Adventure Shop, and in this video I'm going to review the Denali 670 rucksack in the standard and the short version. Okay, so the Vango Denali rucksacks are brilliant for Duke of Edinburgh, primarily because you can adjust the back length to suit children and teens of various different heights. So in this video I'm going to talk to you about the features of both packs, and then we're going to talk about sizing. So both packs hold 60 to 70 litres worth of gear, so that's plenty for Duke of Edinburgh, bronze, silver and gold expeditions. And they are, as you think, they look very similar. Well, that's because they are. The only difference is the height on the harness system. So I'm going to just talk you through the features, and we'll use the blue bag to do that. So basically, most of your storage is between here and here. That's the main compartment, and that's where you're going to keep the bulk of your gear. But there's also a compartment at the bottom which you can either connect to the main compartment or keep separate, and you access it via this great big zip that goes right along the base here. If I just open that and show you inside. Now the white section you can see is the inflatable we've used to puff this rucksack up, but this bit here you can either release it open and have one big compartment top to bottom, or you can cinch it together and just keep it a bit separate. It can be quite handy if you're carrying some like a wet tent outer or something and you want to pop it in the bottom there. It can be useful to get it to keep it in the bottom, and also you can access it without having to go right through the bottom or the whole of your rucksack to get the gear. So that's a nice little feature. Whilst we're down here, I'll just show you these straps. These straps are designed to hold a roll mat, so the sleeping mat that you'll take, you can just strap it onto the outside of your pack. And then if we turn it to the side here, you'll see these blue straps here are called compression straps. So if your pack's not as full as this one is, you can use these to squeeze the pack and just make it a little bit smaller, and kind of bring this section in there. I haven't done that particularly well, but you get the idea. So you've got compression strap at the top as well. And then here you've got a stretch mesh pocket, which you'll be able to reach around and grab stuff out of when you're wearing it. So that's quite handy for snacks and things like that. Also, if you're carrying the tent poles, you can pop them in a bag in here and just shove them in the bottom of that mesh pocket there to make sure they don't fall out. Okay, if we go to the top now, you can see you've got two clips here and here. So you open the lid of the pack, and then you've got here again a draw cord to bring the pack together, and this compression strap again just to cinch it all together and hold it tight. On the inside of the lid there's a little security pocket here, small pocket just for keeping a few valuables and things you aren't going to need during the day necessarily, but you want to keep safe. And then on the outside of the lid there is a big compartment, and this, take it on the other side, has been designed to put a map in and stuff like that. So it's also water resistant, and you've got a little key fob here as well to keep your keys secure. So they are the main features. Well, I've just missed one here. You see where it says H2O. That is for hydration reservoir. So you put your bladder in here if you want to use one, and then the hose part would come out here, and then you could drink from it as you're going along. Okay, a couple of other little features on the front of the bag. You see these blue loops here. These are designed for walking poles or ice axes. You'd pop them through here and there. Probably more like to be used in walking poles on DV. And then if you've missed it, this section here is a massive sort of stuff sack that goes all the way down to the bottom of the bag there. So that's great for, again, chucking a wet waterproof jacket or something in if it stops raining. Right, and the last feature I'm going to show you before we get on to sizing is hidden at the bottom of the pack here, and this is where you'll find the removable rain cover. So rucksacks on the whole are made from a waterproof fabric, but none of the seams are sealed. So if it is raining, you are going to need to use a rain cover to make sure your stuff doesn't get wet. So this is just a great big orange one, and it comes up and right over the top of the bag here. So it's really good for visibility. It's good for your DOV assessors to spot you in a remote place, and it goes over the bag like that, and you've got a bit of high-vis logo there as well. Okay, so that are the features, and now we'll get on to the sizing. Okay, let's talk about fitting for these rucksacks now, because as I said at the beginning, this is what sets these ones apart. Because they are so easy to adjust when you're actually wearing the pack. So this rucksack here, so this is the 60-70 rucksack, not the short model. This fits a torso length of 46 to 58 centimetres in height. Now, if you don't know how to measure the torso length, have a look at our rucksack here where we go, our video here where we go into a lot more detail on how to fit a rucksack. But briefly, what you're going to do is once you've loaded your rucksack, it's better to have a rucksack with a bit of weight in. As I said earlier, this hasn't got any weight in at all really, but it will give you a good idea. So you're going to pop your rucksack on. Now, teenagers are quite often, they want to take all the load through their shoulder straps and nothing through their waist strap, but it's really important that you take the weight, the bulk of the weight through the waist strap. So you're going to pop the waist strap on, and when I say waist strap, it's really a hip belt. You want to be going around this is at the top of my hip here, so it's really secure and it's going to be taking most of the weight. And then you can see it here, this isn't fitting at all at the moment. So what I'm going to do is grab this strap here, if you can see that, amongst all the other straps, and we're just going to pull this down, and then you'll be able to see the rucksack straps actually coming down to fit me. So now this is at the lowest level, and I'm 5'6", and this is just about fitting me. And then I'm just going to use these tensioner straps here to bring the straps in. So I've got a nice smooth line along here, which is showing me that I've got a good fit on this pack. So, and the other strap you want to use is the chest strap, which comes across here. So there we go. So these are really easy to fit. And if you're fitting someone else, you just release that and it pushes right back up again. So really easy to adjust when you're wearing the pack, which is just brilliant for DofE groups and assessors to make sure everyone has got a comfortable pack. Now let's have a look at the other rucksack. So this is the 60-70S, and as I said earlier, it's identical to this pack. It's just that this back system here can go down quite a lot smaller. So the torso length for this pack is 40 to 56 centimetres. Again, have a look at that other video earlier if you want to know how to measure that. But if we can just bring in Tilly for a second. So Tilly's behind the camera normally, but she's 5'1", which is ideal for this demonstration we're going to do. So I'm going to relax the straps here first so you can see how we're going to fit it to her. Okay, Tilly, if you just pop that on and do the waist belt up. So again, we can see that the shoulder straps are right up here, but we're grabbing this strap and bringing this down as far as it will go. Again, once you've got a bit of weight on here, it's going to push down a bit further. And then I'm just going to pull this strap to bring the shoulder strap in again. And then you can see that's fitting her really nicely. So Tilly is 5'1", and this pack can fit her perfectly well. So probably about 5 foot is the smallest it will go. Yeah, really good for smaller teenagers. One little tip, if you are this height wearing this pack, is going to be really annoying if you've got a ponytail coming out about here. So you're going to kind of want to use low ponytail or plaits so it doesn't bash the back of your head. And these straps here are often overlooked. These are called load lifters. And if you use these and pull them forward, the pack is going to come forward. But if it's annoying you a bit and hitting the back of your head, you can always release these off and it will slightly move the top of the pack back like that. So just worth playing around a bit to get the right fit. That's great. Thank you, Tilly. So I hope you found this video useful. These, as I said earlier, these are just great for Duke of Edinburgh groups. Really practical, the right size and fully adjustable to fit children and youths of all shapes and sizes. So hope you found the video useful. Please subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see other Duke of Edinburgh and children's gear reviews.